second row.
Hey, Nick, what about this organization or clubhouse do you think allows it to get the best out of so many different kinds of people whenever they come here?
That's a good question. I think just the culture we've created, and it's something that's just kind of happened naturally.
We'll go here in the front.
Nick, you were pretty poignant after the Game 2 loss. You said that we got punched in the face and we thrive when we're punched in the face. Is that what we saw the last couple of nights, you guys responding to that?
I feel like our play answered that question.
We'll go in the back corner.
Nick, this Braves team had a known for its quick strike ability, but you guys showed your ability to strike very quickly tonight in the 4th, 5th, and the 6th. Just talk about being able to, when you respond quickly the way you guys did.
You're saying like us responding when they score?
Yes, sir. As quick as you guys did in the 4th, 5th, and the 6th, because that's something they were known to do, but you guys were able to do it tonight.
Well, we know how important momentum is in these postseason games. So anytime that you feel it may be swaying in the other direction, we do a very good job of locking it in to get the momentum back in our favor. That's important to our team.
Nick, Bryce was saying when you guys were standing there in the dugout after one of your home runs, he was thinking about kind of how he's been watching you do this since you were 15, 16, 17 years old. What's it been like kind of being next to him and having that moment with him?
It's crazy because, I remember rooming with him in Venezuela and being teenagers and doing the Team USA trials, and I remember him saying, like, hey, we're the next A-Rod and Jeter and combo, obviously I'm not putting myself in we're not in their category yet. Derek has 5 championships, but it's cool.
Here on the right side.
Nick, when Acuna hits that ball and Johan chases that down, what's kind of going through your mind, and what's it been like watching Johan rise to this occasion in the postseason and moments like that?
He's a gamer. There's no question about it. To be as young as he is and to play with this much electricity, I don't think that I could have played third base when I was 22 years old in a playoff atmosphere in Philadelphia comfortably. That's just the honest truth. But the way that he's been able to command the outfield and run down balls in the gap is huge for our team.
In the back, Alex.
Hey, Nick. You mentioned a few times last year that the season in general felt rushed, and I think that you included the postseason in that too. And I'm wondering if you've been able to soak in this postseason more and you've found yourself enjoying it more.
I enjoyed it last year, even though I didn't perform well. I enjoyed the postseason last year because I was grateful that I had the opportunity to play. This year, I feel like just me being in a more comfortable spot, all the extra energy that comes with playoff baseball, I'm able to channel it better.
Here in the front.
Nick, in terms of the atmosphere tonight and the crowd, these past 2 games, what was it like for you after one of your home runs when they put you on the big screen during a break and everybody started to cheer and then you responded to them? What was that moment like for you?
Really cool, man. Really cool. Whenever you see that many people giving you an acknowledgement in a positive favor, I mean, there's not really a lot of words that are going to be able to capture that feeling, but it's special.
On the left side, along the wall.
Hi, Nick. Congratulations on the win. I believe there was a statistic tonight that you were the first player in Major League history to have back-to-back multi-home run games in postseason. Was there anything the Braves were doing that you tipped you off? Was there any preparation you did? Anything that you could, for your performance?
No, not on purpose. I think that I feel watching when they celebrated, when they doubled off Harper, and seeing everybody jump around and dance on the field, like as I was coming off, that was a good feeling to get coming back and playing baseball here.
Take one here in the second row.
Yeah. Nick, these last couple of years, ever since Thompson took over as manager of the team, it seemed like young players are welcomed here. It seems like his general calm kind of keeps you guys going, even when things look like it's getting tough and all that. Can you explain, his influence as a manager of this team, keeping you guys together?
I think that what Tomper does really well is he allows the clubhouse to be the clubhouse. Like, I don't think that as when he took over and Joe was the manager before then, you could tell that there was a little bit of an anxiousness in the beginning of the season. And then when Tomper took over, I don't think that it was a spot that he was even looking for, but he went in and there was like no expectations. And then all of a sudden, all the talent that Dave acquired in the locker room was able to relax and perform. I think that he's done pretty consistent at remaining relaxed and understanding that the talent is there to win in the locker room. And you know what? Like, if it doesn't come, if we don't win, it's not because there's a managerial bad decision. It's because we didn't play well enough. And I think that he just has a very experienced, talented team, and he allows them to go play.
We'll take our last question along the wall. Todd.
Nick, over here. There's been a few times I know in the regular season when Liam's at a game, you guys will have a little conversation before you go up to the plate, and I'm wondering if he said anything to you before any one of those 4 home runs over the last 2 days.
Just looked at me with an excited face and said, "Let's go."
Can you explain, what's the conversation like when you saw him on the field tonight, or what's the conversation like last night? What's the conversation going to be like when you get home? What does he say to you usually?
That's a lot of different places and a lot of different conversations.
Pick one.
So the last conversation I had with him was on the field, and he ran up to me and gave me a hug, and then I asked him if he wanted to go to Xfinity, and he said, yeah.
How cool is it just to have him part of this? I mean, just to see him down there and see that smile as you cross home plate after home runs?
It's cool. This is what I do for a living. Baseball is my job, and it takes me away from him more than I would like it to. So to be able to, for him to be able to come and be next to me and be a part of this, and he's been at the house when I've sucked, he's been at the house when I've done well, he's been at the house during so many different times of my career throughout his life. So for him to be able to be next to me and witness all of it, I think is good for his maturation in the future. So as close as I can keep him to me, is always going to make me happier.
Great. Thanks so much, Nick. Congratulations.